What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Capital, and we are back for another Premier League show. I've got the Aussie Gooner in the building, like always. I've got Damo again. What's he doing? You know, when they were winning, he didn't want to come on.
No,
now that they're losing, we have to drag him out of bed.
Well, it's not dragging him now. I think he just needs the environment of us getting together because he's feeling alone.
Feeling alone
down there.
Now he's coming to our world a little bit with the ownership and all that.
The relegation zone battle. 5 points fucking clear. You know, fuck.
I don't know, man. With all these other teams picking up points, Fulham's doing better and all that. You know, you got to watch out. Liverpool's got to watch out. But let's get into it, because this round, some good results there. Some goals have been scored.
Yes, mate.
The ladder has been kind of fluctuating up and down here.
Well, not really on our end.
Not really on our end. Let's get into your boys. Let's get into your boys, because top of the table, you're keeping it. You're locking these top fours. What's going on, mate? You know,
we're knocking cunts out.
5-0 to Nottingham Forest. What happened there, bro? Because the Forest beat these guys last week. Did Arteta put the pictures of the Champions League trophies in the Arsenal dressing room and you guys G'd up? Something that he's never won.
No.
So if you beat Forest, you're European champions. You might as well.
Well, the way it works is with Liverpool, we beat Liverpool. We also beat Leeds, and we also beat Forest.
You got an L here.
Where was it? Where's that L?
I don't know.
Where's that L, bro?
Where's that L? Where is that? Right there. Oh, it feels good. It feels good.
Like that? Do you like that?
Old Trafford there. Old Trafford there. I don't know, mate.
Look, I mean,
beating Arsenal's not for everyone, man. You know.
You might like it. The Arsenal.
It's only for PSV, Van Nistelrooy, and Man United, right? That's how it is. But bro, your boys, demolition job. And I think in your preview, you're talking about, I know you predicted 2-0. I'm going to call you out. You gotta back your boys a little bit. Every week it's either 2-1, 2-0. Give your boys the goal, mate. Give your boys the goal. Back them a little bit.
Mate, look, you can see what it's been like at Arsenal for the last couple of games. We've been a little bit anemic up front. Our front three haven't been really giving me much to be happy about. So against Nottingham Forest, I thought we'd win, but I didn't know what kind of bounce back we'd get. But in the first 45 minutes, guys, could you see what I'm talking about? A lot of opportunities, a lot of possession.
Bit of the same, you're right. Bit of the same in the last couple of weeks.
It was a mirror image of all the other games. But then the second half, I think Mikel Arteta must have punched someone in the face, right? Someone copped it, right? I don't know about that, mate. I don't know who it was. I don't know who copped it.
Can you throw punches?
Yeah,
you probably did a drawing on the board. Heart and brain and connection if you want to win.
Brought Vinnie Jones in with a...
No, he didn't. He drew something stupid on the board.
It's going to be bad. But second half... Jeez, did they come out firing. And to be perfectly honest...
Reece Nelson, mate. He's a new signing.
What
happened, mate?
I was
new contract now, new contract, 100K a week.
Reece Nelson comes out saying, you know what? I've got it covered the right-hand side. And shit.
Saka got injured, right? Did he come off? It was an early sub, right?
Well, Saka got a... It was a tough tackle. It's a tackle you make the slow guy down. So Saka got tackled and he had a bit of a niggle for about a good 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. And he wasn't comfortable. I actually wanted him to come off earlier because I was worried about it. I said, there's no point making something bigger than what it is. So Saka came off around the 20th minute. Reece came in, and I was screaming for Marquinhos, but hey, I'm happy to be fucking wrong. And Reece, which is what most Arsenal fans have been saying, when you get an opportunity in the starting line, make a case. So Reece has come out and said, you know what, here's my go, and I'm going to make a case for myself. And a case he made? Shit. This guy came out all guns a-blazing firing, bro. Assists, goals, dude.
The lot, mate, the lot.
Mate, he took over the whole game. And Partey scoring a goal just like he did in the North London derby. Looked very similar.
Every fucking blue moon, mate, this guy comes on.
Cracking. Odegaard gets in the back of the net.
What about Jesus? I know he got a few assists, bro. Where's these goals from him, bro?
Darwin's
got more goals, mate.
Darwin's killing it. Look, Jesus had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. And what did Jesus do? Fuck it every time. He could have got at least 2 goals in this game, but he got himself...
Do you need a new striker in the January window?
No, I was always talking about Tony. I mean, I was the first one talking about Tony.
Yeah.
And everyone kind of went on to that bandwagon after.
Not like Jesus is bad, to be honest. Because what he does, build up play and all that, he gets the link up plays there. Yeah. But for a 9, you need goals. And you see City, I know Haaland this week, they only got that 1 goal. I know they still got quality players, but... There's times you need that 9 to really get you guys over the line. So, I don't know, bro. It's going to be interesting to see what Arsenal do, especially in the window. I think there's 2 more games, 2 or 1 more game. 2 games before the World Cup this week, and then
mid-November, I think.
Or is it this week? Is there an FA Cup game?
I'm not certain. I'm not certain if it's an FA Cup game. Is it?
we got Villa. Then I think we verse Villa again. I don't know if it's back to back. I don't know if there's one more game. But anyways, the World Cup's like the 12th. It's like next week.
It's around the corner,
isn't it?
No, not next week. The week. Not next week. It's wait a minute. Yeah, it could be next week.
Anyways, it's soon, which means look, Arsenal. I don't think there's anything to panic. Usually, teams that have got the amount of points that you guys have had go on to win the league. So
you never can tell.
You never can tell. No, it's the fact. The last couple of all the seasons, with this many points at this stage, have usually go on to win the league. So now, Steve, you're gonna lock it in and saying if you don't, no, not win the league. If you guys drop out of top 4, it's a failure of a season, right? After this start,
it would have been a failure of a season if we didn't make top 4, regardless. Okay. My bare minimum was,
but especially now. So where do you guys with this start?
Yeah,
with this start now,
what's the bare minimum?
Bare minimum. Obviously top 4, but
top 4 bare minimum.
Third, second.
Third is bare minimum after this sort of
and the trophy, elsewhere.
I already said that Europa League was a bare minimum. He doesn't.
Mate, with all these teams dropping in, I don't know what's gonna happen, bro. I reckon teams that come third, teams that come third in Champions League don't deserve another opportunity, right?
I reckon.
How can you have?
You know what? It's just true, eh?
You came third. Yeah. Why are you giving another opportunity for a team that came third in the Champions League? Send them packing.
Bro. Get the fuck out of Dodge, bro.
Now you're going to make us fucking Juventus and all that. We're going to finish second in the league.
Oh, no way.
Fucking... We have to verse all these guys.
I was enjoying my time in Azerbaijan.
Now we have to go to... Now we have to go to fucking Turin and just slap up Juventus.
It's
or Barcelona.
Everyone else is.
Everyone else is, exactly.
Might as well get him,
but look, fantastic result for Arsenal. Look, doing what you guys do. Jesus man of the match as well. Not too bad. So that just goes to show that big impact in the game. United, just quickly, we'll go on United. 1-0, win at home, another clean sheet. I hate versing West Ham. Last year, bro, it was like we scored a goal with Lingard, scored against at their home ground, and then we conceded a penalty 90th minute. David De Gea saves it, end up winning that game, and then the last minute goal at Old Trafford to beat them there as well. They never give us an easy game, West Ham. They do got some decent players. Rashford getting his 100th goal for Manchester United, so credit to him. You're looking at the lineup now. Anthony picked up a niggle or a knock, I don't know, in training, or it could just be for doing the fidget spinner skills. Apparently it's embarrassing and all that.
What's wrong? What's up with that?
Tell
me the story behind why you can't do it. I'm just trying to figure this out.
Because apparently Paul Scholes doesn't think that's skills, doesn't think it's entertainment.
What makes him relative to this?
I don't know, bro. Paul Scholes, maybe eating your daughter's toenails. Eating your daughter's toenails is a bit more entertaining. I don't know.
Does he work closely with Eric Ten Hag, or is he part of the Man United?
I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's embarrassing." Because he played a pass to Casemiro and he went out, or maybe Casemiro should get there. Make your run earlier, bro. You got to start reading the game properly. You cost 80 million. Read the fucking game.
End of the day, with the goals, the amount of games that he's played and the goals that he's scored, maybe.
But not just that, bro. Do you know what I mean? Why are you trying to kill the flair out of the game? I looked at that and I had a bit of a giggle. Like, heck, his like little signature move.
Heck is a fun.
He done his little signature move. The thing didn't work out. There, let's move on. But all of a sudden, they make a big thing because United won. Did we win that game? Yeah, we did. And it was Sheriff, like big fucking whoop. We won that game, and because they have to talk about United and make some sort of headlines, Ronaldo couldn't be a headline, so they made that. Anyways, whatever. But he wasn't playing, no Varane, Martial still out, so lineup was a little bit different. Elanga comes in, Ronaldo started, Harry Maguire comes in. Do you know what I mean?
Maguire.
Bro, it's a bit nervy when he plays, but he actually had a good game. Our back line was solid. De Gea, look, and it's hard when United controlled the game for most of it. But when keepers are not making saves after saves, they're a bit cold. But bro, when you made them saves, the one from far out from Declan Rice, Antonio, but the one for me was the Zuma header.
That Zuma header. Oh man, I was like, that's it. That's in.
1-1.
Yeah,
especially right
all
at the
day.
end. Yeah,
all day. That was man. That was quality.
We had a few. McTominay came in, Fred came in, did okay. Fred off the post, he got a header, fuck. That could have killed it off.
Keepers just planted going, please.
We could have fucking had an easy last 10 minutes, but it hits the post. McTominay, there was a bit of a shout for a West Ham pen, not really. It wasn't the case. I think their feet kind of touched at the same time, but them things, bro, if you're a second late, you're a second late. They give them, well,
did something similar
exactly.
weeks ago.
Yeah. And there you go. He's got to be a little bit careful there. But overall, bro, I'm happy with the result. Get the 3 points. Get the fuck out of there. We've got Villa next. Unai Emery's first game in charge from Villa next week. So we're going to take them on. Hopefully it's another win. They lost 4-0 the week before they won 4-0. So I'm not sure what kind of bounce back they're going to have. But look, Man United, I'll take the win, to be honest. 1-0 West Ham. We move on. That helps us creep above Chelsea now because of their result. West Ham, Arsenal, Chelsea, Newcastle, Spurs getting the result. We needed to keep up, and with Liverpool dropping points, we need to kind of get away from them because even their form that they're in, you never know. They're couple of
Liverpool.
Couple of games in, they get a few points on the board, and they're thereabouts. So it was very important for us to get them get the 3 points. Look, City.
You know
City
what?
Getting the result again. It was a hard one. Leicester have been playing decent the last couple of weeks, getting the results. It was no Haaland, but it was De Bruyne free kick that was the difference in that one. It was their owner. It was the anniversary of their owner's passing from the helicopter crash. Vinay. I don't know his last name. I can't remember.
Unfortunately, can't pronounce the last name. But yeah,
what was that?
But I remember seeing him at the games. Every time they'd show the camera on him, it was like, this guy looks like an awesome owner. Like, seriously, he looks like the kind of guy you want to own a club.
He was there when they won the league and all that sort of stuff. So he backed the managers then, also sacked the managers. So they got the result. Where do you want to go now? Because it was two nice results. Right, look, Brentford 1-1 with Wolves, a bit of a relegation thing. Whatever. Palace bouncing back to Southampton. Newcastle.
You know what?
Let's go Newcastle. A little bit touch on Newcastle. I thought in the group chat you were telling me you were going to go home and get your kit.
Yeah.
New Saudi Arabia one.
Mate, why not? 4-0, bro. These guys are not
convincing. It wasn't a hit and miss 4-0. It was a convincing 4-0 from Newcastle. That was fucking horrible. That was a bank job. Yeah, they came in to get the business done, and you know what?
Almiron as well.
Almiron.
Jack Grealish.
Wilson.
They bought the wrong guy, mate.
But I'm telling you, this team is rejuvenated. If you're a Newcastle fan right now, be excited. Be bloody excited.
When they're playing at home as well, man. It seems to be it's a tough place to
go. A little bit of a fortress.
It always has been. But Newcastle, the fans, the Newcastle fans at Geordies are really. They've always been behind their team. That's one thing you look at Newcastle United fans. The other thing is to see Newcastle, like, I've always had a soft spot for them. To see them starting to succeed again, it takes me back to the nostalgia. Alan Shearer, Les Ferdinand, Ginola. They had some good players. Now they've got players that weren't big names, but all of a sudden they're turning up. Like, you know what I mean? Wilson, Almiron, Trippier is doing well.
Bro, Trippier, and this is why the Glazers, when Oli wanted Trippier, they didn't want to pay the extra 3 million on top of the 10.
That's why I'm making that one, bro.
For the right back. We could have had him as a right back, bro, but it is what it is. But yeah, look, St. Maximin has come back in. He played the last 5 minutes or so. Isak's still out to injury. I'm not sure how long. Apparently to the World Cup.
They're doing this without Isak.
And St. Maximin as well.
And St. Maximin. And look at this.
It's good, you know. They've been doing well. It is scary, bro. Once they start the next couple of years investing.
Slowly they're investing. Like, they're getting players. But the next couple of years, like you said,
it's going to be a bit worrying, bro.
They're going to be up there. And they're going to be, to me, I look at it, I go, is this going to be another Chelsea Abramovich thing? When I see Newcastle.
But they're not doing it. They're not doing it like, let's just splash the cash. Because when Abramovich came in, they got like, Crespo, what's his name? Ian Robben and Drogba's like bang, bang, bang. Varane was there at that time as well.
They went through.
Mourinho, new manager, they sacked Ranieri.
They got Ranieri straight away.
And bang. These guys is like, okay, you got Isak in. Trippier came in and they're not big money signings.
Goalkeeper too, what was it? Pope?
Nick Pope. Yeah, Nick Pope. They got in.
That was a good signing.
He's claiming his spot for the World Cup team as well for the England squad. So he's doing well. And you look at the other goalkeepers, Ramsdale and Pickford. Big shout, bro, for the goalkeepers for England. Who's going to start? But
Pope, small arm, so probably shouldn't be there, you know.
Yeah, and if you want a few highlight reel, you can get Ramsdale.
I'm telling you.
A few World Cup highlights.
You want to enjoy the World Cup, you get Ramsdale in.
Yeah. When I get knocked out early.
Enjoy that, man. You want them slow-mo saves in real time.
Slow-mo saves, yeah. It's a goal kick and he's getting ready to make a save.
Seconds on a goal kick, yeah.
Before we go to Chelsea and Liverpool games, Fulham there 0-0 with Everton there. Not happy. Mitrovic needed some points there for fantasy, but still got the result.
Lampard's starting to fucking steady the ship.
Slowly steady the ship. I think they're starting to get some players back as well. But Bournemouth was 2-0 up to the Spurs.
Keeper Moore looking like a prime Peter Crouch.
Yeah, he was.
he was knocking them in with fucking Conte, wondering what's going on. What is happening lately to you, bro?
But second half they came out and bro,
comeback.
The comeback was on all the way to the end, and it's annoying, bro, because 93rd minute getting that goal, Benteke, sorry, not Benteke.
Oh, Benteke, that's right. Yeah.
They play like Benteke most of the time. Right?
Bubble drop.
Yeah, they got the result. It's a massive result for Spurs. Losing to United, losing to who was that after that? Who they lose to last week?
Was it? It was Champions League, wasn't it?
No, they
also lost in the Champions League, didn't they?
Champions League, they thought they had the winner late. That was when Conte got sent off, I think.
Yeah, they got that was Man United. Did they lose Newcastle?
That's right.
They lost to Newcastle. Then in the Champions League as well to Sporting, dropping, getting the whole late call and all that. Yeah. So they had to bounce back and being 2-0 down again. Ooh, the fans, the Twitter and all that were blowing up.
Conte out was getting out there again.
Get rid of him. Yeah, still out there from some people. But let's go to Chelsea now, boys. The Potter derby. Potter goes back to his old stomping ground with all the players that he bought from there. And, well, not him. The previous manager bought him in. He just ended up there. 4-1. What the fuck happened here, bro?
I was doing a phone along, right?
Phone along
with Latimus Prime. We're watching this game together on the phone, and fuck me. That game, guys, I'm not even talking about, I'm talking about Potter. He looked like a guy who had no idea what to do. He honestly looked like he was in zombie mode at one stage. Just
with his fresh fade,
and you want to walk over and go, it's like, bro, you better breathe. You know, it's like, seriously.
Yeah, bro, they were saying, I remember on the IFT pod, the boys were saying, and other podcasts as well, it's like, Potter knows how Brighton play and all that sort of stuff. He knows his players. I was like, but the players also know how Potter plays.
Exactly.
So you gotta take it both ways as well.
The thing is, Brighton used to be a team, and it was a team that would chop and change their formation to suit other teams. I'm looking at Chelsea, the way they set up against Brighton, it was tailor-made for them. Why isn't he changing? Why isn't he changing the shape of Chelsea? Why a back three every time? And
bro,
like seriously, and he's not making, like, they got Cucurella, they got Potter, dude. They didn't get the points. Like Chelsea, what the fuck? You went in there, you went into Brighton, got some players, and got a fucking manager, and still can't do and you can't do the job. Potter looked like a manager spent in that game. He looked like he was clutching at straws. He had no idea. And at one stage, I was screaming out for the attack to start going down the right-hand side. You can ask Prime, because it was an obvious weakness on the right-hand side. It took them a fucking good 35 minutes to make one attack down the right-hand side that was something, right? It was 85th minute before they attacked the right-hand side and decided, you know what, this is going to work for us. 85th minute. Where the fuck is my manager in 85th? He makes a change for Ziyech. Right? It's like, dude, what has Pulisic done? You're leaving him on the pitch. It was all wrong from Potter. That game was all Potter.
And not even that, bro. Like,
fuck me.
Kepa comes off after 45 minutes. What was that about? Was that an injury? I don't know.
It must be an injury. Come on. You can't blame him for the goals. It's own goals, bro.
Own goals, yeah.
Right, it's own goals. If you want to blame players for the own goals, take your boys off. Don't take the goalkeeper off.
But even before the goals, there was like a clearance off the line from Silva, from Thiago. A clearance off the line there. And then it just non-stop, brother. The way Trossard, that first goal, bro. Go fuck yourself. Touch, and open goal. See you later, bro. And then the goals kept coming. Yes, they got one back after halftime with Havertz, but then they just go on the other end and they got themselves another goal. I don't know, with Chelsea. And this game makes me more fucking upset that we didn't get the result against them. We needed to be a little bit more clinical against Chelsea, and we get the fucking 3 points. We dropped 2 points there. Even though we ended up scoring in the last minute, we still looked like we dropped 2 points. We could have been on level with Spurs, I think, or 1 point behind Spurs or whatever it might be, in front of Newcastle.
It feels like points drop.
It feels like points drop, especially when they go on and get hammered by Brighton Munich again. These guys, bro, I don't know, but I don't know what's gonna happen at Chelsea, bro, because
did you get a chance?
No.
You're getting sacked in the morning?
By Potter, the Brighton fan, yeah, of course, mate. You love it. Love it. But let's go on, because there's another getting sacked in the morning job.
What are we talking about?
Another sacked in the morning job. Didn't you hear the chant?
What other games were there?
Well, apparently Leeds supporters were singing "Where's Your Famous Atmosphere" again.
Oh, that's right. Leeds were playing.
Yeah. So there was, I don't know, what's the team? They're like ninth. It was a mid-table. relegation battle.
Oh, was it Wolves or something? No, was it Wolves? Was it Wolves?
Southampton second team.
Southampton second team.
Yeah, the
Manchester
feeder club.
City B?
Not even.
Not even, bro.
Damo.
Please.
Good evening. What's going on, mate? What's going on here, mate? You had fucking Ted Lasso on the bench there, getting the job done over there at Anfield. Fucking, what's his name? Van Dijk's record. He's lived on this record forever, and instead of buying out players, you're thinking about he hasn't lost at home for 70 games. What's going on here? Liverpool back-to-back losses. You love to see it, but
Man, like, devastated, eh? But look, to be fair, we probably deserved it.
yeah, fucking hope you did. About time.
Like, I know it was a late goal that we copped, but then again, like every game this season, I think it was 4 or 5 minutes into the game when we copped the first one. We seem to always
Again,
be
it's
copping
always
a goal
first
early
goals.
goal.
And bro, the communication, brother, the reception was down there. The 5G wasn't 5G.
Oh, bro.
Hey.
That was dial-up, bro. That was bad.
But if you look at that, let's talk about the first goal before you go in on your manager, because how you want him out in that. Bro, Gomez, I don't know who was making the call to play the ball back. Allison was in the right position to receive. I don't know, because when the ball goes back, I don't know what Allison is doing. Is he on his knees? He's trying to turn his. And then you look at Van Dijk. Van Dijk is thinking in his head, it's going to go back to Allison. Hey, Robbo, start going out wide.
Yeah.
As he turns around, the ball's fucking here. And it's a tap in for Rodrigo there. 1-0 down already, bro. So the whole thing, Van Dijk hasn't been looking himself. You're saying in the group chat.
Yeah, the only thing is looking at the World Cup.
I think you said fuck Van Dijk. I'm going to have to look back. I don't know.
Was there a fuck Van Dijk in there?
I'm pretty sure
That
it
might
was
have been
said.
me.
I think it was said.
I think it was said, bro. We have to make sure we get the
If it's
receipts
a
out.
voicey, it's me. If it's been
Nah, it's
text,
not a voicey. Damien
then
comes
it must
in.
be Damo.
Talking about Coca-Cola sponsors here. That's a bit...
Those voice messages are
Liverpool
dangerous,
fans are
man.
now looking for
Tempo-
marketing, you know.
I don't know, man.
Can't see it
Hold
in
on.
there.
Let's see. No.
Are we
all
holding
right.
to it?
I think we can. There was a F-bomb drop by
100%.
someone.
Was it me? It usually is.
Usually it is
Sunday
you,
morning,
bro, but
we're
you're kind
Sunday
of a little bit censored in the group chat.
Yeah,
There you go.
I've been, you know.
Yeah, fuck VVD. So you can take that on face value what VVD actually means, but whatever. We'll
Yeah, well,
yeah,
I'd have to
VVD, DVD. I don't know what.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'd have to agree with that statement from Damo.
Fair
I
enough,
think
fair
that's
enough.
a very good statement. I think it's perfect. I mean, it suits exactly what Virgil van Dijk is like.
It's
at
the
the moment.
criteria we all want to hear, mate. Like, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
What's
Man,
going on, mate?
defensively, like kid stuff, bro. I really don't get it. Gomez can come in one game and have a cracker and say, look, he's good, he's back, and then he turns up like this.
Mustafi moment.
Virgil, this whole season, I don't care what anyone says, like he's not the same, and 100% he's protecting himself for the cup, especially after doing his ACL before that. I think he missed the Euros maybe because of that.
Okay, yeah, I see.
If I got my years
Yeah,
correct,
yeah.
but
I think so.
But what is Virgil going to do there? Like, there's nothing you can put on him for that one. Like, that's literally.
No, but just in general, man. Even the goal that we copped in the end. All right, every goalkeeper seems to turn into Spider-Man when they're playing us. But you see it, bro. You don't take your chances. Like late, there was 3 or 4. I guess chances we should have been, 1 or 2 goals there, and then they knocked the ball
Darwin.
and
Where's the good old fucking
Darwin.
Huh? Fucking Northern Australia, man. What's going on?
fucking Darwin.
He-
Bro,
he-
his stats aren't too bad to be
His
fair.
stats aren't too bad, but
He's getting goals, but he didn't get a goal here. I mean, this is
I
where
know
it really
we need
counted.
it, but obviously we're just going for the Champions League. I think that's.
Oh, are ya now? Who are they going?
gotta
mate?
be it,
really.
You might as well come down with us, bro. Get Europa and fucking sack off the Champions League.
We're still in there. We qualified during the week, but
Just about.
we're probably just fighting for a Champions League spot this year.
Just
If
trying
that,
to.
I
You
think.
think?
That's the thing.
Liverpool
Let's
just
go.
trying to stay
we're
relevant.
being
Is that
real.
what's happening at the moment?
Yeah, let's go into that. Yeah, because social media, you could say it's Twitter, but a lot of people you can tell on social media who the people that are serious are and who the people that are just taking the piss. Really, a lot of people are saying they're not mad about Liverpool fans saying Klopp out. It's understandable because you could look at the owners and say they haven't bought, which is one of the biggest reasons. You can't be winning Champions Leagues and competing for every game you guys played last year. You were in every single final and not coming into the next season and say we only won 2 out of the fucking 4 trophies possible. The quad was on. We're 1 point behind City. What do we need to bring in to
How do we maintain this
how do we
momentum?
and not just that momentum, also leapfrog Manchester
Surpass
City.
it. Yeah, of course.
Bring in players. You just didn't. Again,
Nah.
like we spoke last week, Arthur Melo, an injured player, you brought him in. All right, Darwin Núñez. face value, you can say stats went good, maybe it wasn't the right signing, whatever. But at the end of the day, this is a problem that happened 2-3 seasons ago. After the Champions League, you can't be now buying no one. You can't rely on that continuing money still, you know what I mean? Or buy to sell. This buy to sell bullshit, bro, you could have won 2 more Premier League trophies and got more money.
Yeah, that's fair.
Champions League, if it wasn't for fucking Courtois, again, like you said, Spider-Man, everyone's just saving shots, you win probably another Champions League. If you had few more players to bring on, if you actually not replace, but you brought someone as the caliber of Virgil van Dijk when he got injured, not Kabak for 6 months.
Nathan Ake was available, and I was screaming and yelling that you guys should have gone for Ake, and it was like, oh, I don't think he's good enough. Don't forget which country they play for.
But you need to bring players in. You need to freshen it up.
Even back then, like, all right, this year we brought in Nunes, right? That was only after he destroyed us in the Champions League in 2 games. I don't know what he did against anyone else, but against us, he made Virgil look a bit silly. But a couple of years back,
Minamino, mate. Minamino, they ripped up your team. Is that the criteria for your scouting? If they rip us apart, we just go in and buy him? I don't know.
So is that why they want Martinelli?
And Saka's.
I get it now.
But no, back then, I was saying the link with Klopp and Lewandowski. Like, why not go for someone like that? Now you want to spend 80 million on a striker who really isn't proven? If we're being honest.
Yeah, but look, even if Lewandowski didn't want to go in the Premier League, which was what happened, he wanted to go to Barca. But even before that, at least go in for him. Be serious and go, we want him. We'll give you the bit of the cash. Why go to Barca? They're in a bit of a shambles. Come to us.
Make some noise.
We're toe to toe with Manchester City. Come to us. You can be the guy.
It made sense, man.
Like for free. Wasn't he for free as well? Fuck, there you go. Saving money there, but they don't even want to go fight for these transfers. You know what I mean? The whole Darwin Núñez and Man United thing. We didn't want. What's his name? Ten Hag wanted him, but he didn't want to pay the money. Yeah. Okay, no, I don't think the money is right for what he thinks he's
what
worth.
He offers, what he can bring in. Yeah,
so I don't know, bro. But what happens, bro? What happens now to your boys, bro?
For us, man, like we've seen it time and time again. Now there's a bit of I guess negative hype and buzz, and then you start getting linked with, I guess, Bellingham again for 3 seasons in a row. To give a bit of hope, maybe. Now they're saying Son as well, maybe. His time's up at Tottenham. We want to go on him. It would have been nice maybe 2 years ago to bring him in.
Yeah, it's a bit late now that he's not on form.
Nothing, man. We won't sign anyone, if we're being probably honest. Klopp, I think you can't sack him, really. I don't want him sacked. There isn't a better manager out there available to take over Klopp's thing.
I agree.
And nothing. Pressure's got to be put on FSG, really, because these blokes are looking at buying an NBA team and, doing deals with...
A ranch as well?
Fucking, what's his name?
They don't need a ranch?
No ranch. But they already got the Boston Red Sox.
If they need a ranch, let me know and I'll go.
Yeah.
Apparently, you win the
Michael
league
Jackson, Neverland Ranch.
when you do a link with LeBron James and release a pair of shoes. You win the league next year. So,
is that how it
we've
works?
got some merch coming out. LeBron James and
so now so we've gone from inhalers to
inhalers to give him the trophy. Get the trophy out. Get the trophy out. We'll see.
It's you can't keep doing like you said, the sell then buy. It's to compete in the modern game. Exactly. You need to be spending.
I saw Liverpool's success early on, and I was like, it reminded me of something like an old song that you've listened to time and time again. I saw your manager come in and do very much what one of my managers did back in the day. Came in, sold players, bought players, maybe started playing a formation that most teams hadn't seen before, a different style of football, and was effective and was positive to the club. Won some cups, won some leagues, yada yada yada. But I noticed that there was a bit of a, what can I say, similarity when it comes to ownership and managers like we have. I look at Jurgen Klopp, and I've said it before. I've said Jurgen Klopp is Liverpool's Arsene Wenger. Now, what I'm worried about for you Liverpool fans is if you look at the story of Wenger,
I'm not worried.
He ruined his legacy, because he loved the club too much, and he was the one taking all the pressure. See, right now, everything is on Klopp. The media is on Klopp. This guy's not saying the owners didn't back me. When anyone worth their spit will tell you Klopp hasn't been backed and you can't expect much more. Are you worried that if Jurgen Klopp hangs around, that you guys might end up like Arsenal for 10 years?
Look, man,
I'm just asking the question.
To me, obviously, it's like there's a lot of similarities there, right? But look, it's been 7 seasons for Klopp. Don't worry about that bullshit 7 season.
The curse.
Like, I personally, obviously, I want him here for the rest of the season. And the following one too. Like I said, I don't think there is a manager out there better to replace him right now. But if he doesn't get backed and he wants to keep playing this what's called rock and roll football with an aging squad, like I don't see us getting results or competing anymore. You can't. You saw the teams that we were putting out previously when we were, winning a lot of things. It was pretty much the same side every single week, but they were in their prime. Now you lose like a Mane, and I don't want to go like the Salah Mane debate because, it's not even about that. But if you're not, you can't be playing with these aging players and then feeding youngsters through as well. Like there's nothing in between. That's the problem. And if they don't back him, you know what? It does look. It's not looking bad on Klopp. I don't think from a Liverpool fan's point of view, it's not Klopp letting us down. I think everyone sees the bigger picture there. And you don't want him to get sacked. Like you said before, if he was to walk, maybe it might be a nicer thing, but I don't know, man.
But if you think of it this way, right, and Borchett would understand, I used to say that I didn't want Arsenal to have Champions League because I think it would put pressure on Wenger to get sacked. And it did. Now, we got rid of Wenger. And Wenger was a great manager, but he was a problem in himself. Now, I know that we've moved on from him. We've had manager after manager. And Arteta's doing whatever he's doing. He's doing well. And we saw a change. Are you guys willing, as a Liverpool fan, are you willing to see, if Klopp doesn't get sacked and Klopp doesn't leave, are you willing to hold on to Klopp and continue to stay fifth, fourth, if that's the best you can do? Would you be happy as a Liverpool fan by keeping Klopp and only ever going to fifth and fourth, and FSG playing this game? Or would you rather see Klopp leave, everything come to crash, you know what I mean? And then you see some backing from the owners and blah, blah, blah. This is what I'm saying. Like,
to be fair, man, you can't say that you want him gone and we start bringing the Roy Hodgsons again and dropping down. You can't. But like you said, FSG tend to have that trend where, if we're kind of competing, the fans might be Americans. Happy and, we did win the league before and it's been a while, so, they've got to be happy for another 10 or so years. No, the times have changed, man. When you've got that success and a lot of us didn't taste it for a while, like, you crave it. So someone has to go. Klopp's going to go eventually, but I still think he's the best manager for us at the moment and there's no one better to replace him.
Yeah, let me get involved in here now real quick because you said there's not a lot of things to blame Klopp. I go, overall, the bigger picture, you could say it's on the owners and you're looking at it. You can't be winning Premier League trophies, FA Cups and Champions Leagues, being 1 point to City in the league once or twice. I think it was twice, coming down to the last day and not backing the manager. You can't win the Champions League. And it's easier when you're winning, like City, you can get whoever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
Erling Haaland, no one was in for Erling Haaland, right?
Transfer window is like Marketplace on Facebook.
Exactly.
Click.
Thank
you very much.
We'll pick it up. Where do you want to? We'll pick it up tomorrow.
Free delivery.
Free delivery, bro. Amazon, bro. Amazon, just drop it off in your door. As soon as you order, it's ding dong on your doorbell, bro.
There you go, bro.
And this is the thing, when City, because they're winning, you guarantee, like, they're still, even Arsenal's first now, they're still the favourites to win the league. They're even the favourites to win Champions League. So when they go knocking for a player, the player's gonna, there's no nonsense. It's like, yeah, I'm here. They'll protest from their clubs wherever they're at to make the signing happen. Now at Liverpool, when they were winning, when they were on a high, that's when they should have been going for players. That's when they should have been getting the players, the big players, spending the money. Because right now, they would have been still with Manchester City, head to head. They still would have their squad would have been refreshed. They were the last couple of seasons they would have been fighting for spots, and then it wouldn't have been a situation where Salah is demanding to fucking stay in these big wages. If they had someone else in to compete for that spot, Salah would be signing the contract as it. Yeah, give me whatever. Yeah. Give me a pay rise. Let's make it do it happen, and I'm here.
Be humble.
Right? But now it's like, nah, these are my demands because look what I've done. But if you had someone fighting for that spot and then Salah's not in good form, and Klopp, instead of the same 11 every week like you were saying, even in Champions League, just one sub, two subs, but then you're going, oh, we don't got, there's too many games and players are tired, but you're not making subs, so you're always making an excuse. That's where the board went wrong, not to back him. You need to bring in players, refresh the squad. If they're not good enough, you can't tell me Van Dijk, all right, he was third in the Ballon d'Or and he was the greatest player, fucking defender since Rio Ferdinand or better than Rio Ferdinand, whatever it might be. He's not there. Get someone. ACL injury, he's not back next week, in 2 weeks. You know how long he's out for. Go out there, get Koulibaly, get Upamecano, get the money, bring him in, all right? Even Silva, before he went to Chelsea on a free, get him in. At least he could have done the job. And now they're fighting for spots. Maguire's not good enough for us. You 80 million, yeah, Ten Hag come in. The only guy with balls, you're sitting on the bench. And you got Ronaldo on the bench. But now all our players are kind of fighting for their spot. Luke Shaw and Malacia. Yeah, you ain't good enough here now. Luke Shaw's fucking the form of his life. It's no coincidence, right? And this is where they've got, and this is, they deleted the fucking Uber Eats app from his phone, bro. That's why. And that's where your ownership went wrong. With Klopp, I think still no plan B. And I said it before, it's about game management in situations where you're up and you're looking at that team's coming back, make maybe defensive subs where you hold the game off. But at the same time, bro, when you're playing a high line every single week and you're getting done, do you not say, all right, let me change my system up? Bro, the half your team's almost 30 or if not 30. They're probably all right, you can say the games last season, 60 games or whatever, they're still tired and whatnot.
And that would be a fact, though.
It could be a fact.
Be tired after
you could be
games. And
but I don't care. You can't use that as an excuse.
But let's just throw that in. But let's just use that.
It's not an excuse. It's actually a fact that they would be tired. And it's not their fault that they are. They've played that many games.
Yeah,
and that's
but bro,
up to management.
you know how easy, like, you know what kills me, bro? It's so easy to recover. Like, they got everything. Recovery.
It's their job, bro. They get paid millions. They're professional footballers.
Bro, and it's not just about how much you get paid. Oh, just because you get paid that much, go play with broken bones and stuff. Bro, it's recovery. You play one game here, 2 games on the weekend. Bro, Southern Districts here, you fucking play Saturday, back it up on a Sunday, and then you're going midweek again. No one gives a fuck. We're still there. We're still playing.
Gala days was game after game.
Game after game, game after game, bro. The whole thing. And then come back it up the next day.
He's only got 2 subs in Gala days. You know what I mean? It's been blinding heat.
This is where he needs to. When Trent was getting cooked this season, you take him out of the spotlight. Not because he's a shit player and all right, you go out, let the heat die down on you, and bring in someone else in, whether it's Timmercast in that spot or someone else in that spot, Milner or whatever, right? Give him a rest. But no, you kept putting him on and he kept getting cooked. He kept getting beat. High line. Bro, just defend. You're copping goals. Change the system up a little bit.
I want you to
You can't be pressing with fucking Thiago in the midfield, who's not that quick as well. Henderson, it doesn't seem like he's got the legs because he has to cover for fucking Trent. Fabinho, I don't know, bro. He's a bit dodgy at the moment.
100%.
Right? So you got to look at it. Okay, what can we do? Just sit back. Why did you win against City? Because you sat back. Didn't waste your energy when you needed to hit him on the counter attack. Sometimes counter attacking football works, bro. Yeah. Look at Man United. We've done it under Fergie. It does work. And I think when you're in a position at the moment where Liverpool is, change it up a little bit. Yeah, take players off just to save them a little bit from the media and all that.
You also come with the problem of every team that we're playing against is expecting us to be high line, so they're already sitting back. You know what I mean? No team is going into the game coming at us, so we're going to have more possession of the football. But
that's fine. But then you look at now against Leeds, it's 1-1. Takes off Trent. To be honest, he was having a good game, but he's an attacking threat.
Exactly.
So why are you putting Milner on? What are you trying to defend, bro?
It's the wrong decision.
And even on a high line, even if they're a high line, Milner's not going to save you in the back. Virgil's not the same player. Gomez he's been off the whole game. You could have took him off, had 3 in the back, and fucking kept Trent on. You know what I mean? You put an attacker up to at least get you the win. And these are the things, bro. In-game management, questionable. Doesn't want to change up the system. Look at Ten Hag, right? And this is not comparing. Klopp is at the moment is a better manager than Ten Hag, right? But there's certain times in a game. This is at the start playing out from the back. These guys are shit playing out from the back. There's a fucking there's a gale force 100-kilometer winds.
The dedication
the 100-kilometer winds
to this channel and to you is we will do.
Look at this
shows.
What is going on?
Like seriously. Oh, guys,
bro, look at this.
Hold on.
The light's about to go for a ride. The light's about to go for a ride. But look, there was times where he play out from the back, right? And it wasn't working. Bang, change it up in the game. All right, nah, fuck it. We can't play Ten Hag football now because you guys can't do it.
We haven't got the players.
But this is where Klopp, instead of playing that same system, rock and roll, press, high press, change it up. He never changed it up. Now these guys, I don't know if they're sick of running. They're over his style. Well, they need a bit of a change. And I'm not saying get rid of Klopp, but if they don't back him, Klopp needs to have a look. He goes, why should I ruin my legacy here, coming 6th, 7th? And then it's natural for the fans to get on your back. What are you doing? You're not making this sub. You're not making that sub. You gave if Darwin stays like his form is like this, right? And he doesn't start scoring goals, and his link up play is not the best, and he's not pressing. The fans are gonna say you signed this on, like this was your player.
This is your guy.
This is your guy, bro. Right at the end of the day, instead of buying 3 or 4 other players with that money, or 2, let's say 2 with the market now, 2 players in the midfield where you guys need players. You went and bought a striker, right? Which you also did need because Mane left, but you could have bought Ivan Toney for the money that you sold. What do you call it, Mane for?
Or maybe a little bit on top, and you would have got.
Yeah,
that,
but a little bit on top.
A little bit on top.
But at that time, Liverpool was still second by 1 point. Second by 1 point. You can still the dream of where he to take City over.
Yeah.
But now, is it going to come to the point where no Champions League football? You're not attractive anymore.
Conference.
You're not. Yeah, it's a possibility. We were a fucking West Ham win away from playing conference this season, so it's not out of the realms of possibilities for Liverpool, and they might need that. Like you were saying, 10 years ago, I mean, more than 12 years ago, saying Arsenal can't have Champions League, can't have European football, and if Liverpool need to be in the same boat for someone to wake up at the club and for the fans to
epic failure
for the fans to start getting onto the owners, because a lot of the time. It's a lot of the time the Liverpool fans were saying Jurgen Klopp's the best manager, which is cool. I don't have an argument with that, but Klopp will get the job done. Klopp will make these players better. Well, at the moment, it's not happening. Now what? Now who we're turning to? Well, now all of a sudden you want to go. I'm saying every week FSG out trending. This should have been done back then when you won the league and bought no one. Then you should have gone after the managers. Protest, you're not going to get the owners out. We've tried. We're trying. We haven't bought kits, whatever. We're trying. But at the same time, you got to put pressure on them to fuck. We broke into our own stadium, broke some cameras and shit, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, Sancho, Varane, Rashford, fucking Ronaldo.
We got money now.
Now we got money. This season, we didn't want to buy no one. We get pumped 2 games of the season. Here's Casemiro, here's Anthony, here's the money. Right? All right, you're spending over the odds, but that's what happens when you don't want to spend the money early. I don't know, bro. It is a bit worrying for Liverpool. There's always a thing where you're like, oh, they can turn the corner because of players like Salah, who's been off as well. Players like Firmino. But then again, the overall picture, you're closer to relegation than the top 4. It's still early days, 14 games in or whatever it might be, game in hand or whatever. But I don't know, bro. It's gonna.
Man, squad depth. Jota injured again. What's his name? Luis Diaz injured again. Right, so these are guys who...
Who's fucking medical
when
staff?
When you look at our bench, man...
You might need to fucking sign a medical staff. What's going on? The asthma puffers can't afford them anymore. Like, out of budget.
Bench, bro, you wouldn't even know he was on our bench. You literally wouldn't. But, fuck, I don't know, bro.
You know, Brewster still about. Get Brewster back in, bro. Bring him back.
Jota's had those issues with injuries before. And to be perfectly honest...
Sorry, go on.
To be perfectly honest, with what was offered to Klopp in regards to here's the money for Darwin Núñez... Now, this is what you don't know what's happening behind closed doors. Was he aware that this was all the money he was going to get? Because if that's all he was given, then that shows that. I say that's.
Who'd you guys sell? Then why'd you sell Minamino? Because he's a quick player. He can play your pressing game. He has more legs to come on. He might not be the best player, but he can cause a bit of a problem, right? Minamino. You could have gave him time, but you just brought him in. There's the phone, right? It's going off. Klopp is going off. It's going off here. Storms is in the building, his concert. See, FSG, they're trying to cut the wires and stuff. They're trying to...
All right, guys.
Prefer not to speak like it's all
Football capital's about the ching-ching, you know what I mean, bro? We can change that tune. You guys have got to show. You know what I mean? You got to show us what you're about. I mean, you ain't showing Liverpool fans what you're about. You show the capital.
There we go.
Now I start talking money, you fuck off. That's what I thought.
That's it. We might get copyright. We might get a copyright strike for that, but we never know. Fucking Stormzy. What was I even saying, bro? Minamino could have been a good player to come on. Who else did you guys sell? I know Mane, but there was a few players that got... Who else did you get rid of? Origi could have been... all right.
Yeah, but he was... You know what? Yeah.
But we've now... If Klopp knew, maybe he didn't know in this situation, but bro, you would have kept Origi. He
wanted to leave, though.
Yeah, he wanted to leave.
He wanted first team football. He was never going to be our number
Fair
9,
enough.
You know?
Fair. Oh, here we go.
There's been... I'm about to break that.
Mate, do they know? Here we go. 1 sec, this is starting to piss me off. just press the side button. Samsung's. Might have to mute. There you go.
FSG, tell them I want my fucking money.
go, mate. Don't even know who's calling. Fraud.
Look, we don't even know the number. So this is what's worrying. No, not worrying. We just want money.
There you go. Just put that on mute, mate. Put that on mute. But then, yeah, look, that could be just a warning. You fucking hurry the fuck up. But we've gone over the 4 hours of talking about Liverpool's
Fuck, we're trying to keep it fucking
downfall.
steady. You know,
But it's saying that, Steve, you might be right. So far, the owners of the club are happy with Champions League football and competing around there. A little bit of hope for the fans. The fans obviously have had enough because we've had some success. Maybe we do need a big downfall where the fans can look and say, look, it's obviously the owners. We've turned to shit.
Take your attention off the manager. Take the attention off the manager.
But I think this Klopp out stuff, it's garbage, man. There's no one to replace him.
Look, Klopp out. You know what happens?
Yeah, but
Who do you get in? Steve Bruce.
And then what? He
Steve
still has the
Bruce.
same players.
Yeah,
He's
but
still not going to get back.
Okay,
So what do you want?
if Klopp's not getting backed and if he stays and ruins his kind of legacy, maybe not to Liverpool fans, but everyone else will say, yeah, but okay, one trophy, one Premier League trophy, because that's going to be the argument. I'm going to tell you that right now. 4 or 5 years. All right, you don't count the first 2 because you're rebuilding and blah blah blah, whatever, selling players. 5 years, one Premier League trophy, one Champions League trophy, and the cups. Yeah, you won it all, but at the end of the day, his tenure, you won one Premier League trophy. That's what we're going to talk about, right? For Liverpool fans, they loved it. They didn't get to see it because of COVID. Thank you to the virus. They didn't get to celebrate that. No bus parades or nothing. Thank God. We even gave them 5
I'm pretty
substitutions.
sure there was a bus parade, and it was bigger than City's celebration when they won it.
But that was for your 2 Mickey Mouse cups, not for your Premier League trophy. It's different. And you spent $4 million on fireworks.
They spent $4 million on fireworks.
That they're going to use the year after. So when City won it, they were going to celebrate the thing again. Anyways, fraudulent.
You guys need players and you're spending $4 million on
They took photos with the Champions League trophy and the Premier League trophy because they still had it.
Okay.
Fraudulent. But let's just say
6 stars, like 6 stars.
6 stars. That's it. We can. It's not for everyone, mate. It's not for obviously only for Forest, Nottingham Forest, and Villa, which we got this week. But like I was saying, imagine that Klopp walks and then you get but then again, they won't appoint a manager like Conte or Mourinho, someone like that, a Simeone or whatever, that's going to come in and go, where's my money, fucking?
It won't happen.
It'll be a Ragnick moment. I asked for players, they didn't give them to me. Fuck them.
Exactly.
But that's what you want. And that's why
Tony the Yugoslav, bro. Where's my money, fucking?
Where's my money, fucking?
Where's my money, fucking? I want my money, fucking.
End of the day,
no players.
Jurgen Klopp is going to continue to be this way.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. They might need to get rid of him and bring in a manager, right? Face value like Spurs did, and bring in someone like that. That's gonna say, hold on a minute. You promised me all these things. Where are they? And then call them out or call him out in press conferences where you're saying, I didn't get back. I didn't get no players. These are my players. Subliminally letting him know that you didn't back the cause, bro, and this is where we are. And that will give a Klopp leaving maybe he keeps that legacy alive because he didn't get backed, even though he's in-game management and all that's another situation. But I don't know what they're gonna do, bro. FSG, I mean, Damo, welcome to the club, bro, because you're with the boys
Klopp
over
signed
here.
another deal last year.
Another deal, mate. And Gerrard's available, but I don't know about him coming in.
I don't know about that after
you need fucking
last
new
game of the season, Villa. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
you guys are finishing off, like if you guys finish off 7th, 8th, 6th, and you keep finishing in that position, you hold on to Klopp. It's either going to be up to your fans to start making some fucking noise, to start making some fucking noise and putting pressure on the owners. You could still keep Klopp, but if your fans don't get up now, rally around Klopp, rally around him. He's not saying anything, but you guys can do the work. Make the noise at Anfield. Scream out anything you can about FSG at every single game.
It was a bit quiet. It was a bit quiet at Anfield, bro. That famous atmosphere. I told you it's dead. Couldn't hear anything.
Is this from that Man City player? No one knows who he is. Who said that?
No, it was actually a Leeds fan at the game recording. 1-1 is on where's your atmosphere to 1-1 get your fucking fans up. Where are they to get this team? But even the fans are feeling the nervousness. Yeah,
they're
bro.
Dejected right now.
It is what it is, mate. It is what it is. You love to see it, bro. We love to see it. May it continue.
Let's just see what this World Cup brings and injuries to other squads, and we'll see what happens.
Hopefully, you don't have a really big squad. If you come out of this real bad in January, maybe they spend.
Do you know what? David De Gea's not even in the 55 list to make the Spain squad. Probably Sancho doesn't get picked. Maybe Rashford's a doubt. So don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. Van der Beek didn't play, so
look, Jesus
Van Gaal's not.
Jesus hasn't made much of a fucking. No, Jesus probably won't either. Like, he's not doing very well right now. Yeah, he shouldn't play for Brazil. Yeah, Martinelli as well.
You can
Saka
take
didn't
you
look
can
good
take
against
Fred.
England.
You can take Fred if you want. Take Harry
Rob
Maguire.
Holding is available.
Take Harry Maguire. Maguire is available.
Rob Holding and Maguire in the backs. Why not, mate? What's the worst that can happen?
McTominay is not in the World Cup, but if you want to sign him over to England for this tournament, why not? Why not? But look, guys, that kind of sums it up a little bit. Spoke a little bit more about Liverpool and their situation at the moment. Chelsea,
Dire straits, mate.
can they turn it around in the next couple of games? I think they're up against your boys. There we go. The easy 3 points there. Here we go. Here we go. He's loving
I'm
it.
so happy. That game has filled me with confidence watching them play. I'm telling
So
you.
you're winning. What's the score going to be? Don't give me 2-0. If your house filled me confidence and you give me, I think it might be a fucking 2-1 to Arsenal, little pussy fucking
3-1.
3-1, Derek. You're gonna concede, you reckon? You got fucking Saliba. You're the best defender in the league.
We'll concede. No,
Imagine if you had fucking Martinez next to Saliba, you guys would have been won the league by now. But nah, it's okay. You guys don't want to spend the money. They don't want to come to you anyways. But anyways, guys.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Doesn't want to come to us. Yeah.
5'0", mate. Look at him banging up for headers, mate.
5'2",
Harry
he
Kane
ain't-
and stuff.
5'2", he
pushing
ain't
off of
phased.
Mikel Antonio. He's like, get out of here, mate. Give him a bit of the shoulder barge. But guys, like always, thanks for joining us. It's been a bit of a long one. Make sure you go over to the Aussie Gooners channel. Give him a sub as well. Go over to Damo's. I'll give you the business card. Build you a house. Build you a carport.
He won't build you a team.
He can't build you a team like Jurgen Klopp, but it's in the works. I think it's in the works. I think it is possible over there. And also subscribe to the Football Capital. If you haven't already, guys, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.